how to mesmerize anyone you talk to.
I'm Dr. Nabil Fanous, a Canadian surgeon, a university teacher, and the author of this book, The Universal Rules of Life. 27 Secrets for Managing Time, Stress, and People.
Today, I'll be talking to you about universal rule number 5. Listen first, talk second. How to mesmerize anyone you talk to.
The art of listening has almost become extinct. When people aren't talking, their ears are tuned out and their minds are somewhere else.
Greek philosopher Diogenes said, "We have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so that we would listen more and talk less." So, listen first, talk second. Now I have a charming story for you, titled Charming Charles. After being inaugurated as the youngest president of the United States, John F. Kennedy chose France as the first foreign country to visit. Why? Because France had President Charles de Gaulle, the most imposing and hardest to impress figure among world leaders.
So, on May 31st, 1961, as the Kennedys landed in Paris, they were greeted by Le Général himself.
De Gaulle was a formidable 6 feet 5 inches tall, with a great posture that gave him authority and charisma. In his book Leaders, President Richard Nixon wrote that De Gaulle seemed to tower over the rest in dignity and stature. An aura of majesty seemed to envelop him.
During the welcoming state dinner at l'Élysée Palace, the First Lady Jacqueline was seated next to de Gaulle, who was reputed to be averse to indulging in small talk. But guess what? De Gaulle spoke extensively to the First Lady. So what happened? The First Lady was renowned to look people in the eyes and listen intently to them. Le Général was dazzled. Jackie, a charming listener, won the heart of a man who was not easily impressed. As psychologist Carl Menninger said, listening is a magnetic force. I repeat, listening is a magnetic force indeed. Now I'd like to talk to you about concertos. A concerto is a musical composition, almost like a human conversation, in which the solo instrument, say a piano, is the main speaker dominating the performance, while the rest of the orchestra only occasionally replies. Good listening is like playing a concerto. When someone talks to you, that person, like a solo instrumentalist, is the center of attention, and you, like the rest of the orchestra, perform a supporting role. So, listen intently to others, the solos, and talk only when necessary, like the rest of the orchestra. And while listening, analyze the speaker's tone of voice and verbal subliminal messages, all transmitting valuable information about the speaker's personality, about his intentions, about his needs. As author Nina Malkin observed, the best listeners listen between the lines. And as Peter Drucker noted, the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. So, focus on what you're hearing but not hearing. As well, ask yourself, what should I see but I am not? Note the speaker's facial expressions, posture, and eye movements, all of which reveal aspects of his or her motivations. So, focus on what you're seeing but not seeing. Now, let me summarize the universal rule number 5 in a nutshell.
Listen first, talk second. How to mesmerize anyone you talk to.
Listening is a magnetic force. Start by listening before you start talking. And when you listen with your ears and eyes. Hear what's not said and see what's not seen. And before you talk, wait, like the rest of the orchestra. That's it for Universal Rule number 5.
If you liked it, please subscribe, share it, and put a like. And I will be seeing you soon with a very interesting question.
What's the 3 time management formulas for doing what you don't have time to do? You want the answer? Check the bell, and I'll see you soon.